I will say this was our first Thanksgiving that we had my in-laws move down. So we've been moving them down from Massachusetts, which is a really big deal because they got an apartment at Homewood in Williamsport.
Okay.
So then what are you going to do for Thanksgiving dinner? And honestly, we were really surprised because we did the Thanksgiving feast from Bob Evans.
Okay.
Wow.
And darn it if that was not delicious. So, and
Nice.
then you start finding it's like these things when you like share with people and then you realize a lot more people do that too. 'Cause I never imagined how popular Bob Evans was at Thanksgiving, but
It's like Boston Market. Was that the other one that a lot of
Boston
people do?
Market was like the go-to, but now
Right.
Bob Evans has. So it was phenomenal, and it was super easy because the last thing we really all wanted to do was cook because we were busy moving.
Yeah.
And it's we got a pie from church, we got a Bob Evans feast, and we had a glorious meal.
That's awesome.
Nice.
This podcast is brought to you by Bob Evans.
If you want to sponsor us, Bob Evans, we'll take it.
All of a sudden, a bunch of free Bob Evans stuff shows up at your house.
Yeah. So what do you? Because like there's the people that do like the Chinese food.
Oh yeah.
As well, right?
Yep.
Or a Christmas
And that's
time,
Christmas too, for sure.
Yeah. But like something random like that instead of like actually doing the regular thing. Because I can't remember who it was. Someone I was talking to right before was like, "Oh no, we don't even do. We just go get Chinese."
Yeah.
Or something.
Like we don't even want to mess around with it.
I was like, okay.
And then we have sort of some friends that we would never imagine would be, they're kind of fancy down in Baltimore, and they're like, "Oh, that's all we do. We just Bob Evans every Thanksgiving because then it's done." So again, Bob Evans, hook us up.
Yeah. Contractually, we just have to eat it on each pod a little bit.
Yep.
And then,
That's fine.
yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Screen Time TV, our podcast where we discuss the latest streaming shows and the infamous game show Based or Waste.
Yeah.
And currently we're discussing Pluribus. So, Jared.
Yes.
I will not consent. Do not call me. Do not come near me.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. So my name is Josh and my co-host Jared here. And then we also have our guest, Pieter.
This is so awesome because I've been dying to talk about this show. It's one of those shows that you realize when people say, "Oh, you've been watching Pluribus," you're like, "Yes, I have something to talk about with." So when Josh said they're doing a podcast episode about it, I'm here.
Yeah. We're glad to have you.
And it's been a while, since Fargo was the last time you were on. So it's good to have you back.
Apparently we like good, well-written, quirky shows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is a correlation with Fargo and Pluribus.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah.
Definitely a vibe there.
Yeah.
So what do you get? What's your quote, Jared?
My quote? That is not a butterball turkey. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, I was wrong. It was not the quote. I predicted what they were going to say, and I was wrong.
Okay.
Mine was, you can't swear, though.
Oh, yeah, we try to avoid that.
Okay.
Here, yeah.
I can beep it if you want.
Eat an effing apple.
Oh,
That was a good one, too.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's a good quote.
Yeah, all the problems would be solved if they just ate an apple.
Eat an apple, man.
So,
All right, well, we'll get into that later.
yeah.
But so let's start off things with what we've been watching. What do you got?
I just have one thing.
I got a couple things. Oh, okay. Well, I've got several.
You got several?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Does Peter have?
I got a few.
things
Yeah.
you've been watching?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess John.
Well, I'll start off with we'll go worst. Watched Jingle Bell Heist on a movie on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah.
I've
not seen it.
It was okay. It was okay. So this is at the height of the holiday season. Two strangers team up to rob one of London's most famous department stores while accidentally falling in love.
Okay.
So,
I mean, it's
What a
one of those
premise.
like just fun to watch, right?
Sure.
yeah, I mean, potentially. That's why you watch it. I would say the part that didn't work for me was so Olivia Holt and Connor Swindles, which he was from Sex Education.
Oh, okay.
Got it. Right.
Their chemistry in this, I didn't buy it, and they were the ones supposed to be falling in love.
Yeah.
And so that
pretty
kind of
important to
ruins that part of this. But all in all, like there was a nice plot twist in here that was not bad, and there was some fun heisty action. So not too bad for a holiday movie, but it was not great.
Was it more of a Hallmark type?
No, it wasn't
No,
that. It was
okay.
more like your B level Netflix movie.
Okay.
All right. Well,
There's a lot of those.
I can add to that, and it comes with a confession that we have made an investment for the month of December in Hallmark Plus.
Nice.
I've never crossed over to that.
Never quite made that commitment, but it is sort of fun. It's a family thing. My daughter's home for Thanksgiving, so we got Hallmark. But one of the things I've discovered is there's a couple on Instagram, and I unfortunately can't remember their usernames, but it's a married couple, and they review all the Hallmark movies, and they're hilarious.
Oh, nice.
And they recommended one, which now I got to figure out the title, but it'll come to me. But and they said it was hands down really good because it was actually Hallmark's not necessarily doing the same
not
formula.
the formulaic. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, not the formula.
And it was a take on oh man, what's the one where they're in New York? Not Synchronicity, but the rom-com with John Cusack and
yeah.
it's basically that where it's
Okay.
two people that meet. It's a couple. They meet on a business trip. They get stuck at a hotel because the airport something goes. I guess the airport's closed, and they have a lovely night together. Very clean, but lovely night together. And then in the morning they end up separating and realize they never shared their details. So then they spend the rest of the movie trying to find each other. And actually, you do go along and you really kind of root for. You root for them because they're always just missing each other.
Yeah.
But in that case, I would say they did have did have really good chemistry, and
That makes it fun.
it did, and it was a little higher level than most of your Hallmark movies. So I was like, that's
Okay.
pretty good. But I'll figure out the title while you're telling your story.
Prestige Hallmark.
Yeah.
All right.
Here, I'll pull up my Hallmark Plus app
there
and
you
see
go.
if
Find
it's in my history.
I didn't even know there was a Hallmark Plus app.
Everything's plus, right?
I know.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
Plus. Well, Apple dropped it, so now it's just
I'm
Apple
glad
TV
Apple
without the
dropped it.
plus.
Yeah.
When they did the little rebrand
Yeah.
a month or so ago.
Too many pluses.
Something else, and then we'll go to you, Jared, after.
Yeah.
I watched Sweet Bitter, or at least a few episodes of Sweet Bitter. This is on Stars.
Bitter.
Oh, I
This is
actually
from a
wanted to
few
watch.
years ago.
Yeah, I wanted to watch this.
It says Ella Purnell.
Yeah, she's great.
It also has Caitlin Fitzgerald and Paul Sparks. It's about Ella Purnell's character just moves to New York because she's in the middle, from middle of Ohio or something. I don't remember where, but and she's just I need to get, and so she moves there with nothing, no even friends or roommates or anything, and then she's trying to find a job, and she just ends up in this restaurant with no experience, and it's kind of again, which she does well because she kind of does that in the Fallout, is the deer in the headlights kind of
She's amazing in Fallout.
she has that look of just the naiveness.
She has the really big
that's what
eyes. Yeah.
that she's just basically doing that same thing in this, but in this restaurant industry, and it's just high level, high. I don't know if it's Michelin star, but high level restaurant in New York City that she kind of fumbles and ends up in that scene, and of course learning the how harsh life can be, but also good and those kind of things. So it was fun. The first couple episodes were pretty good.
So will you finish it?
I probably will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's 2 seasons, but it's from a couple of years ago. So, but that's
it
it's on
short
streaming on
seasons?
Stars.
Or is it normal?
No, I mean 8 or so. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That'd be a good episode sometime. What are the seasons that you want to finish? You just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. Oh, there's
I
plenty
could probably
of
make a list.
Or even stuff you want to watch, even not even started.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And,
It's one of these days.
then there's the ones that you abandon, and you're I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever go back to that.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is what we always talk about, where someone recommends a show to you, but they're just give it 5 episodes, and you're I don't know if I want to
That's a
stick
commitment.
through
Yeah.
all that, just because then it gets good, quote unquote. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about The Beast in Me already?
Yeah,
Josh did,
Yeah,
yes.
I watched it.
Yeah, that was one where I made it all the way, and then for some reason I was just sitting and waiting on the last episode. And this week I finally watched the last.
Okay,
episode.
I haven't watched the end.
Okay,
yet.
so there
But
we
it's the same
go.
kind of thing. I kind of went halfway to 2/3 through, and then
Yep.
But I talked about last week, but and since you weren't here, God, what was that called?
What?
The one with the lady from Succession in it. That's on Peacock.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember
And
the
that
name
was
of it.
it's a kind of similar type thing.
Right.
That was really good.
Okay.
I went through that whole thing.
Oh, is it All About You or something?
Oh no, it's
yeah.
All Her Fault.
All Her Fault. Yeah,
Yes.
that's on my list.
You should watch that one.
Okay, good. It's good. Okay.
Yeah, you should watch that. Yeah, we got Jared. You got,
Well, I don't know if you have
Did you find
anything
the
else
name?
because I only have one thing.
Yeah, I've exhausted my Hallmark mentions, so you can only do like one a day, I think.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Well, mine is, the one I want to talk about this is a movie from 50 years ago, but I just finally watched, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of this movie, but this movie's called Rollerball. And
I've heard of it.
this movie like actually blew my mind, like how good it was, but like I think it was underrated or not like well known at the time. So James Caan is the main actor in it.
Really?
It's such an original movie is why I just really liked it. So it's it's on Amazon also, by the way. But I'll say the synopsis. The year is 2018, which of course, it's
Back
like
then, what's the future?
it's like
way in the future.
Blade Runner was 2019, Back to the Future was 2015. Yeah. But a futuristic society where corporations have replaced countries. A violent futuristic game known as Rollerball is the recreational sport of the world, with teams representing various areas. One player, Jonathan E., who is James Caan, fights for his personal freedom and threatens the corporate control. And so what's cool is like I'm not big into sports movies, but obviously like that's at the center of this is like this crazy, like pretty violent like game, but then like it's also like a dystopian near future film. It's also like a conspiracy thriller. It's got so many things to it. And it was just like I was blown away by it. And I don't know, I guess it was just, I asked my dad about it because he's the one that got me into like anything sci-fi or like, especially from that time. And he was like, oh yeah, that movie was great. But he did say it was like underappreciated at the time. But it's one where like
came out in the 70s,
1975.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know how well it did then, but like it's just so original that I wish they would like go back to it or do like a TV show version of it. I did look, they remade it in the early 2000s and it was like apparently one of the worst remakes ever. So like I don't even want to.
I think when you first mentioned it, I thought, is it that movie? But no, I didn't. When you said James Caan, I've never even heard of it.
He's awesome in it.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize anyone else in it, but it's just it's fascinating. And
I guess the premise isn't that different than like running.
That's what I was going to say. Would there be a Running Man without Rollerball?
Oh, good question. That's it. It does have some of that DNA for sure.
Interesting.
So, but it was awesome. So I just wanted to mention it here, and hopefully someone will finally make like I don't know, like a TV show, prestige thing.
There you go.
Apple, since Apple just does the best stuff,
sci-fi
Apple,
stuff. Yeah, they
bring
really
it
like
up.
the sci-fi.
Yeah, they're doing Neuromancer now. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be a good fit.
It would.
Yeah. All right. Then the last two things I have, and the one's like a half because it's But anyway, the show Laid on Peacock.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, so watch the first couple episodes of this.
How is it spelled? L-A-I-D?
Yeah, L-A-I-D.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. No. So the
Gosh, I didn't know.
The premise here, it's a comedy.
Okay.
It's a comedy. The premise here is men who dated the main person start dying in unusual ways around here. Ooh. And so it turns out like basically anybody she slept with starts dying.
Okay.
And so, and of course, the first episode, they're like, and like, is it a coincidence that her and her roommate? So the lead's played by Stephanie Sue, I guess how you say her last name, and then Zosha Monet is her roommate, which she was in Girls. I don't know what else in, but
yeah, I don't recognize those actors.
But yeah, it's kind of funny in like a dark humor kind of way, and yeah, the first couple episodes was pretty good. I think there's like 2 seasons. I think they're at least on the second season of it already in Peacock. But it's funny. I've recently got Peacocks. Finally.
Really? Okay.
So one I didn't have first. So like some of these things I hadn't that are older, And the same with Stars. Like they were doing some stupid deal in Stars, like where you got it for a year for like $20 or something. And I was like, all right.
What did you do, the Black Friday deal for Peacock?
I think
$2 a month.
Yeah, or something. Yeah. And so both of them now, which I didn't have before. So that's why I have these like a little bit older shows.
I was wondering when you said like a Star show, I was like, who has Stars? Like, that's not, yeah. Anyway.
It is a little weird. Yeah. It's weird. Some of these, like, cause like, yeah, the Hallmark Plus exists. I think AMC still has their own streaming service too. Yes. Separate. There's like these weird like
MGM, even though like it's part of Amazon now.
Exactly.
They have it
what
as
are they
separate.
doing, right?
It's frustrating. Yeah, there's too many.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the other big news is Mad Men's coming to Netflix, right? Or is it HBO Max?
Oh yeah,
it's HBO Max.
4K.
It's one of those things where it's one of those shows.
Did you see? Okay, so yeah, since we're talking about this,
yeah.
They released a 4K remaster and it's on HBO Max
Of Mad Men?
Yes, of Mad Men.
Okay.
But there's like because of that, and I guess something they missed some of the VFX stuff. There's a scene where you can see where what's the gray hair guy that like
Roger,
where he's puking and there's a bunch of guys around. And the guy running the puke thing is like in the shot. Oh, no. And it was going around my Instagram like filmmaker stuff, like it was like multiple people posting and sharing about this shot. And evidently there was other ones, but that was the scene that was going around.
That's funny.
And it's so like I guess somehow and now they already released a press release saying, oh, they'll be fixing those and updating the stuff on the streaming service.
So why, when you're like doing a 4K restoration, like why do you have to redo all?
They probably went back to because that was probably still shot on film, not.
Oh,
so they're probably going back to the originals, re-digitizing them and 4K and recolor, and so then all the VFX had to be put back in.
Gotcha.
And all that stuff in the whole process, and so stuff got missed, I guess, and.
Well, it's a good thing about once it's released, it's out there, and people are going to figure it out.
Yep. No, well, I'm sure, those will never disappear, even though they'll fix the files in the streaming service, but there'll still be stuff out there in the internet that have the mistakes.
Like that guy in Pluribus who's telling her what's wrong in her book at the beginning. There's only so many masks or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
At least they didn't have a Starbucks coffee cup in their fantasy show.
Oh my gosh, that's the best.
That's the last one I remember of that happening. But I'm sure it's other ones it's happened to. But
it seems to be the HBO. They're quality control. Like
so Netflix is like, we got to buy you.
Hey, there's your segue.
Yeah, well, I was like, I have one more thing to talk about.
Okay, sorry.
Then we can talk about that.
That was a good segue. There, he was seeing it up.
TV days.
Yeah.
The last thing was a new Apple immersive thing. So now they have the World of Red Bull as a new series, and then this is backcountry skiing. Was what they released.
And you on your Vision Pro.
Yeah, and so
it's amazing.
I watched. This is crazy. Like just the vistas are like these. Flying over these, they're up in like British Columbia somewhere in the mountains, like just access only by helicopter. Mountains that they're skiing down. And so it takes viewers to Revelstoke in British Columbia, following free skiers on remote slopes and showing both their performance and their preparation.
Nice.
And it was cool. I mean, again, most of these they're only like 5-10 minutes long,
right?
Somewhere in that ballpark. But no, it's just again always beautiful to watch. And this was the one thing that this had that I hadn't noticed as much. And I mean, my technical brain goes like crazy on this. they had a lot of times where they were showing slow-mo stuff of these guys, like hitting this, and then the snow going slow as they're going down. It looks great, but like I've heard already the nightmare it is of file management for these 8K, because you're doing stereo 8K, so it's basically 24K files that you're saving. And,
I can't imagine this.
And then so you're just dealing with them in general, and then more or less shooting it in slow mo, which normally you have to shoot at a higher frame rate to even be a larger file. So I don't even know, but want to know what they were dealing with this. But it looks cool and it looks amazing.
An entire data center just for this 10 minutes, right?
And supposedly the next one's going to be some surfers, and that's also released in this series. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because all the stuff's always great to watch.
Well, I thought of you because they released their best apps of the year, and they had one that I think you showed me for Vision Pro of just another immersive experience.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's good they give it some love even on their top apps of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
Feels
cool
like you're there.
and great device, but like it's so expensive. It's not practical.
Yeah, I
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they'll get there. They'll get there.
Just come to Josh's house.
I know. Yeah. That's what you do. Yeah.
Josh.
I mean, it's just like when the first iPhone was released. It's like, I don't know. It was probably the most expensive then, right? And then not many people, but eventually over time, they make it cheaper and more people get on board.
Because it was actually cost money. I think back then it was like you never bought a phone. Like
Yeah,
phones
right.
were
Yeah, you
like,
just get a flip phone.
it was
Right.
just free with your carrier.
Yeah.
Like, and this,
Yeah.
that was like,
I
hey, you
feel
guys
like make an investment.
What? I think it was like $600 or something. You had to pay to get that.
And that was in what? 07, 08? Right? I think that was around that time. Yeah.
Something like that.
First iPhone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I picture Josh out on his front lawn with his Vision Pro with like his ski equipment or anything, just like going down a hill.
That's the next level
Going down
of
the
immersion.
Smithsburg Hill just with his Vision Pro.
Well, the thing is, at least this one was not shot to be like your POV. Like
Right.
you're watching.
Oh,
the,
okay. I thought you were like.
No, it's like it's
okay.
more like you're just like. There's a couple times where it is a little
Yeah.
bit like that. Definitely, one of the guys was wearing it skiing behind one of the other guys. But most time it's more either from a drone or from a static camera, just watching them do their thing.
Very cool.
I also think about like how much time and like to be able to set up those shots to get like something like that where it's like it's not easy to even get there. More or less get there and set up a camera and then go back up there to let the guys go ski down or whatever. Like it's crazy that goes into shooting something like that. But all right, let's talk a little bit about some breaking news this week. Right?
Yep.
I hinted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Netflix buying Warner Brothers.
What was that deal? Can you imagine being in the room where that happened?
For a while, there's been rumors about different people bidding, even Apple included in bidding for them because they're basically set up to be sold. Also, the Skydance people, even though they just bought Paramount, they were one of the other ones, and then Netflix
Is this
was in there too.
100% like?
Other
this
than the
point?
legal stuff of like share the boards having to
Right.
and then the government having to okay it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Right.
So there's that kind of, but a lot. Most likely all that stuff will go through. So it's
Yeah.
probably
It feels like a done deal.
yeah. And the way they're treating it, it's like it is. But the biggest thing like this scares me about is like Netflix doesn't put movies in the theater,
Right.
And like
Or when they do, it's like for a week.
Yeah, for a week.
And then
yeah.
it's-
and
Yeah.
and like I can't imagine not seeing the next Superman or Batman movie, especially like
yeah. All of
especially
DC,
like the
right?
new, like the Batman, like the
Yeah.
that cinematography is great. Dune is Warner Brothers. Harry Potter is Warner Brothers.
Wow.
Like
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll treat it like Disney does with its properties, and even though they own it, it has its own
maybe I think that would be the
has
best.
its own tradition. So maybe HBO that's an opportunity for them to get into theater without necessarily if they
Breaking
consider
their Netflix brand.
Netflix
They
right?
keep it separate. I think that would be the best outcome from this because but they're going to want to merge it on the streaming service for sure.
I know.
I got an email literally this morning from Netflix about this and said, hey, for now they're both gonna operate as they are right now until we go through the legal and all that stuff, but kind of implying, but once all that stuff's through, they're just gonna merge everything into Netflix.
I'm glad they were worried about you because they knew you'd be concerned.
Just you personally. They
He was
sent
on
an
somebody's
email.
to-do list.
Yeah.
Email Josh, by the
Email
way. He does
Josh,
that
yeah.
show. He's going to talk about it. Let's make sure he's in a good place.
But consolidation in general with this type of thing is just not a great idea when it gets this like
Yeah.
how many do we have now? We talk about all these like smaller streaming or like brands, but like ultimately there's not many, so then it's like I don't know, for like the film television industry, like is this a good thing?
Probably not.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it to me, but
And I just think we're creeping ever so closer to what it was like back in the days of cable, where at some point you're just paying
right.
$100, $150 just because there's no way Netflix is
Gonna stay
going
up.
to reduce their price.
Well, they're the ones that have been raising it the highest anyway.
They
right?
get away with it.
They're the most expensive.
Yeah.
Have been.
Yeah.
And this is just going to make it more.
Yeah. Oh, and they even did didn't they add more to where commercials or more commercials, you can pay less, and they did all that now too, right?
Yeah, and I tried it out.
I know there's a commercials tier. I don't know if there's multiple commercial tiers.
I think there's or maybe a somewhat free one even that, I don't know. I saw something about that, but
I don't know.
I tried out the
You did try
Netflix
it?
with the one thing I appreciated was Netflix has enough of a, people, they were doing commercials that were tied to the show.
Okay.
And two, it wasn't just repetitive, like some of these streaming services where every commercial break is the same 3 commercials and you just want to pull your hair out.
Yes.
However, I have gone back to splurging and saying, because it's still, I don't want when I'm watching a really great show, it's just that little awkward moment when it stops for a commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing would be if because before streaming services and all that stuff, we had kind of 5 major studios that made. So I mean, if it all ends up still being 5 major studios, just happens to be that Amazon owns one of them, Apple's another one, Netflix is another one, and maybe Sony stays out there, and then of course we have Skydance, Paramount, that seems like they got money now, at least for a while, because of Ellis. What's the guy's the tech guy's son that has the Oracle guy's son that has all the money.
Yep.
That runs that. So you might end up with 5, anyway, and so it might not be. But the biggest part is I know all of us here, we're fans of the movie going experience and not just watching stuff at home, and that's where you don't want to see Netflix start messing with that. So
No.
So since you're very interested in keeping Josh happy, I mean, you sent him a personal letter and everything. Please release movies in the theater.
Yeah.
Yes.
For Josh's sake.
For my sake.
Especially
It's all about me.
Just you mentioning, because I didn't even think about it, just Dune alone. Imagine Dune Messiah finally coming out.
And not
it's because that's
it's in the theater, but it's also going to be on TV. Yeah.
Limited release. Yeah.
Because that was such an incredible. I mean, I even went to see Dune Part 1, even though that was the year they did put the movies right away in 2021. But the sound of it, I mean, everything about that was just an incredible movie experience. Going to the theaters, and then Dune Part 2 even more so. So I don't want to take away that Dolby Atmos, all this. I don't know, IMAX, all these things that you just can't do at home. The same way. So
even if you're at Josh's house, it's still not the same.
No, Josh's house is the closest you can get to that experience. But
I don't know about that, but there's people that have better setups than me. I think that the closest experience you can get to that is using a Vision Pro with AirPods. Probably the AirPod Maxes actually. I don't own those, but I use the Pros, the in-ear ones.
Can't you even have it look like a theater?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. When you're in there, you can make it, and you feel like you're watching a screen that big.
You can set in a lightsaber or a land speeder or whatever.
Oh, that's awesome.
But they have it where it looks like a normal theater too. You're just in there by yourself. There's no one
Or
else
you can just be on the beach, right? Or just
you can be, or in the mountains with the lake. And, so on the moon even.
Oh, all right.
But yes,
For All Mankind. That's what you
that's
watch.
Where you watch that.
Yeah.
It depends on what you're watching is where you want to be, right? Acapulco, you watch on the beach.
There you go.
Okay, that works.
Palm Royale, on the beach.
Or Palm Royale, Pluribus, where do you watch Pluribus? That's the question. They don't have one for Albuquerque.
I was going to say Albuquerque.
But there's definitely a desert one. There's definitely more of a desert.
Vegas, one,
Yeah.
But the moon might connect.
Never know. Oh yeah, you can watch it from the radio, from the what do they call it? The radio telescope field.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. I mean, Apple at this level, they should just have a Pluribus specific.
They should
background environment. That'd be awesome.
Apple.
Yeah, they did the little special thing for F1 and the wasn't for watching, but they did a special F1 thing in in the
Were you just in the?
Brad Pitt like drove a lap around.
Speaking about things that pain me, and I get way too worked up about.
Okay.
My brother is a huge F1 fan, and Josh said to me, "You've got to see F1 in the theaters."
movie, yeah.
And as a matter of fact, he got me to come to Frederick and go to an IMAX screening of F1. And I'm so glad I did. And the first call I make is to my brother saying, "Listen, seriously, do not wait. It's going to leave theaters soon. You got to go see it." He still has not seen that movie.
I think it's this week. It comes out in Apple.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, I've gone to an F1 race because of my brother, and he didn't go see that movie. And now he's only going to be able to see it on his TV.
As the director intended.
Brothers, you know,
I know. I was gonna say like,
As Nolan intended.
Right, yeah, exactly.
yeah, just watching on your phone
Josh,
with the phone speakers. Yeah,
Josh, aren't brothers kind of annoying?
Yeah, can be.
they can be. Yeah.
It's a love-hate relationship.
I was literally just gonna say love hate. Yep. Yep.
It's time for Based or Waste.
Welcome back to Based or Waste, the internet's favorite game show, or the internet's YouTube Maryland-based favorite game show.
Yeah,
We put enough niches in it.
enough qualifications.
It is the favorite.
We can make that claim.
Smithsburg.
Yeah, it's Smithsburg.
Town.
With two brothers as the hosts. It's the number one game show. So we go on Rotten Tomatoes. I check and see what's trending, TV shows or movies, and I pick 10 of them. And normally Josh is going to guess if they're good or bad, if they're based or waste. But we now have two participants, so Peter's also going to be a contestant.
Excited.
So we have 10 of them. This week we're going to do TV shows. Hopefully you guys will know all of these, or at least be aware of these.
Okay.
We'll see. But are you ready?
We're ready.
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
Okay. All right. And play along at home. Anyone watching or listening, let us know how you did. All right. First one. Already, I actually don't know why this one's trending, but Chernobyl, the miniseries.
Oh.
What do you guys think?
Why is that trending? Wow. Okay, so
This is
I'm
probably pretty easy.
guessing if it's certified fresh from the audience.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say definitely.
Yeah. I'm going to say based. Yeah. I'm
Yes.
gonna say based.
This is very high. This is a 97. This is like almost a, yeah.
From the audience.
Yep.
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
So we each get a point.
Okay.
All right, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, why is this one trending?
I don't, it's interesting.
Wait,
I saw,
that's wrong. That's 10.
oh, yeah. Sorry.
I
I'll
flipped
take
it
10 points.
I flipped it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I saw the main actor in an interview recently,
Yeah.
so he must be promoting something, because I never knew that he was Richard Harris's son.
I didn't either.
Yeah, he tells a whole story about
Wow.
he grew up with that lifestyle where he got to meet all these super famous people, and he said the most famous person he ever met was Frank Sinatra.
Wow.
He was in the Bahamas or Bermuda with his dad, and Frank was nearby, and because he's Richard Harris, he got invited over, and so he met. But I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. He's Richard Harris's son,
That would be number one for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I would do if I actually got to meet Frank Sinatra.
Seriously,
Like, that's crazy.
And
But
he
yeah.
said it was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, of course. So yeah, Jared Harris. We were just talking about Mad Men, but
Oh, that's why you know his name. That makes sense.
yeah, exactly. His is spelled differently.
Okay.
Foundation he's on. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what the new thing is he's in though.
I wonder, maybe it was just Foundation, but I don't know why.
This season just wrapped. I don't know.
One hopes it's not because there's some impending disaster
Yeah,
coming that somebody knows about and we don't.
You never know. Yeah. All right. Next one. Percy Jackson. What's the full name of this? But this is like, I think it's a new
Disney
season.
Plus, the new
Yeah.
season 2.
For
So
sure.
I've never
Jackson's
seen one of those
Olympians.
shows. Like, I should watch it, but
Yeah, I've never really been a big fan of this, but I know it's popular. Is it Percy Jackson and the Olympians? Is that the full name of it, I think?
I don't know.
it has something to do with the sea monsters
Right.
because they've got some cool billboard that squirts water. I don't know. It's like this big thing at Hollywood and Vine. It's gone viral.
Oh,
And literally, like when the water comes down, water pours out of the billboard.
wow.
So
I think it's a new season, though, that's coming out,
Yes.
right? Is that
Yeah.
why it's trending? Okay. So, yeah, what do you guys
Is this
think?
for season 1 or season 2?
that's tough.
This is for season 1. Since season 2 doesn't have a rating yet.
Because it's not out yet. I don't
Yeah.
think.
And do you have to have an age limit to vote as an audience?
Good question.
Because it's a big
It's
YA
more of a kid.
novel.
Yeah, it's definitely a kid.
Oh, true. Yeah, I don't even know what do you have to do? Like, you have to at least have a Rotten Tomatoes account, but like, yeah, what are the qualifications to rate?
And this is audience. I'm going to guess, since young people are pretty darn forgiving, it's going to be certified fresh.
Okay.
So based, yeah. I was leaning that way too.
And it's got that great kid from the Ryan Reynolds movie that's just snarky because he knew all of Deadwood or Deadpool.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go base as well. I'm gonna base as well.
Correct for both of you. Yep.
Right.
Yes.
It is sitting at a 79.
Oh,
Okay. It's actually higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
but
me too. Yeah.
my wife's a school librarian.
Yeah.
And honestly, she says she teaches elementary, so it's still a little young, but she does say those books are really good ways to introduce kids to mythology.
Nice.
So, because they tend to remember. But,
And I guess it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So right now, when did it first come out? Do you know?
the books have been
Yeah,
out
the books.
probably 15 years, 20 years, maybe.
So it was around like the Harry Potter era.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I would
Sounds like
say. I
around
would
there.
say they probably got bankrolled because Harry Potter did so well. I think you're right.
All right. Next up. This is an anime. My Hero Academia, which is a very old anime that I guess is like finally coming back or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's just, I don't know why it's trending. But
Is that
once in a while I like to throw an anime in here, even though I know Josh doesn't watch anime. I watch some anime, but
I don't know anything about it, so I'll say based. Since it came back and is trending again.
I'm gonna say base because it's anime.
anime has a very good track record with the audience.
The fans are just.
And you were right. It is at a 90. Yeah,
Yes.
anime is always rated very, very high on.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's just like
It's one
I
of
think
those things.
it's a genre that still hasn't hit its peak
Right.
in at least in the North American audience.
Yep.
I don't know.
So
I
I
watched Voltron growing up.
I do
Yeah.
too. But and so I think there's like that little bit of disparity and like everyone likes it just because it's anime.
Yeah.
And then not saying that
They're very
anime is bad.
protective of it.
Yeah,
so-
Well, it's as big as it's ever been now in
Yeah.
America. Like
yeah.
it's
Probably if you in the 90s, like superhero movies would have been that, they're in the same.
That's true, because even talking about my wife, like even the books that they're based on do very well.
right.
And now they're entire wings of bookstores.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we have. I'm familiar with this show. I'm assuming why it's trending is it's on probably Netflix now or something. Startup is the show.
Startup.
So the reason why I know this is because like crazy good cast, but this was probably like 10 years ago, but it was originally on Crackle. Do you guys remember Crackle?
I do, yeah.
And like no one used that.
Right.
But I'm assuming it's probably on Netflix now.
Sort of, yeah.
But it was surprisingly good. It's kind of like a crime thriller. I remember it had Ron Perlman, I think, and
Okay.
what's his name that played Bilbo? I'm blanking on his name. He's in it also. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but anyway, great cast and yeah, surprisingly good. But I'm assuming
Young
it's
Bilbo? Or, yeah, Young Bilbo.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's also was in Sherlock Holmes with
With Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm blanking on his name,
of
but
course. But yeah, I don't know his name.
anyway, but yeah. So
Sorry if you watch.
I know
We just
people are
lost a
screaming
follower.
that are
Yeah.
listening right now. They know. Yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think?
He's also in Love Actually in one of the funnier scenes. Remember
That's a
they're
good movie. I haven't seen it in a
they're
while.
the stand-ins for the.
yeah.
That's a great scene.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. What do you guys think? This is for the whole show, like all the seasons. I think there's like 3 seasons.
Well, it's so obscure.
Right.
You like so you said
I
you
liked
liked
it,
it. I'm going to go off
but-
your reaction because it's all I have to go on. And
I don't know if the whole world liked it or not.
I'm
though.
going to say based, but
Okay.
you know your brother better. He might have freaky views.
Josh and I have very different tastes a lot of times in what we watch.
Yeah, this is a weird one because, like, I mean, it's trending.
I think it's on Netflix now. I want to say.
but it doesn't mean it's good.
Right.
Always.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of the stuff in the top 10 on Netflix is
Sometimes like
not good.
Gets on it. I'm gonna say waste just to
Okay.
go against the grain.
okay. It is based. It is an 88.
All right.
All right, Peter pulls through. Actually, that's a really high 88. That's
Yeah.
so this is also, I think, similar. Probably also on Netflix now, and there's another one that I watched probably also around the same time 10 years ago, Mr. Mercedes. This was a TV show.
Yes.
It was on like Audience, another weird random streaming thing that is now probably on something bigger. And this is based on a Stephen King
Yes.
book.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see the
I
show?
read the book and I saw the show. Yeah.
The show is, I like the
It
show.
has Ben Kenobi on it, right? Is that,
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, Ian, you're better.
Ian McGregor.
Yeah, Ian McGregor.
Ian McGregor,
Yep.
yeah. Who else is in it? It was, anyways, I
That's
liked
going to
it.
be tough. Audience reaction. I liked it. I thought it was pretty faithful to the book.
Okay.
So just on my reaction, I'll say based.
Okay. What do you think, Josh?
I mean, I'm just gonna go against again and just say waste.
I would. That's a good gamble, I think. Try to even it up.
It is
here.
based.
Oh my gosh.
75 though, so a little more.
Okay.
But yeah.
Peter. Sorry,
Peter's
I
pulling
did
that,
perfect
yeah.
last week, so
You're
I gotta
like,
get
"Man,
it's
why did I
only
invite
downhill
him?"
from there.
I know.
So glad there's a cash prize.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bob,
Monopoly
unlimited
money.
Bob Evans
Monopoly
meals.
money.
Winner gets to be the co-host, the new co-host of Screen Time. All right. Next is something I actually really want to check out. Maybe you guys have seen it, but The American Revolution, which is the new Ken Burns.
Yeah, I'm gonna say based right away. But
Yeah, I mean, this like
you haven't
looks
seen it
awesome.
yet. You haven't. I mean, it's one of those
watched it.
commitment things.
This just came out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been out for probably about 2 weeks now.
Okay.
But yeah, just as phenomenal as you would expect
With Ken
him to
Burns,
be.
yeah.
But I'm also guilty, and I'm sure there's a million people in this club where you've seen the first episode, and then you go, "Man, I really need to spend some time on this because it's so good."
And then not
then
watch
it
it.
just Vietnam. I saw the first couple episodes and never finished it, and then I
wanna
figured
see that
someday
one
I'll
too.
retire.
So I do have a little bit of PTSD from this because when I was
From Ken Burns?
yes, because when I was like 12 for homeschool history, had to
Watch Civil War.
yes.
Did you? I don't think I had to. I don't remember.
Yes. And it was just one of those things at that age, like sitting through a documentary like that, I just didn't. And so,
Well, I think what you would like about it, one of the things I really appreciate about it, obviously the style and how he turns. In this case, he does a great job of having some reenacted footage, but nothing like the History Channel. Like, it's very tastefully done. And then where he tries to bring out the drama is on all the artwork. So I think the actual footage is really just to give you a flavor of the scene. And some of the places are so pretty today, and yet we're part of battles. And then he'll show you the drama and the artwork and the way he just can move in a photo or not a photo, but in a painting. But the other thing I think you'd appreciate, just because we know how much we think about the story, is I'd love to see all the different iterations of the first minute, because that is where that has to be the banger.
Yeah,
like it has to have some way of starting where you're like, what Civil War was, started and ended basically in the same area, and they did such a great job of saying that little fact of like, here's where it started, here's where it ended. And it was it just brought it all together. And in this case, they basically start out by pointing out that at the time there were 7 tribal nations that were a similar confederacy, essentially, and we're working together, and that inspired Ben Franklin to write the Don't Tread on Me, because he was like, hey, they're doing it, and these are Indian tribes, and here we are, we should band together as colonies.
Yeah.
And you never think about that. And
No.
and it achieves so much. It's obviously it's they're going to tell the Native American side of the story, and yet at the same time it just sets it up so well for where they're heading.
Okay.
cool.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to say based. I mean, it is Ken Burns.
Yeah,
so.
based.
Right. Yes, correct. But a 68. So not as high as,
Interesting.
I don't know if like, do they take some liberties in this one that people aren't happy with, or I don't know. But it's still fresh though, but just lower than I thought.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'd actually like to see what the negatives
Yeah.
are. You're probably right, is that they probably say, oh, what everything's political nowadays.
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah. Of course,
they
that's
disagree
probably why.
about some of the interpretation.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go quickly through these last. We have 4 more, so let's run through these real quick. All right, my beloved, my favorite show right now, The Chair Company.
Ooh, I have not seen it,
Bill,
but I've
you haven't
heard it's.
watched this?
Yeah, no.
I haven't finished it, so
I put it on here. We already rated it, but it's finished now. So this is now. What do we think the rating is, audience? Now that the whole season is done.
I'm going to defer to Josh.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think I'm going to go based. I'm going to based.
I'm going to say based on your action.
All right. Yes. 71.
Okay.
It's the kind of show though you're either
Higher than the American Revolution. They should market that.
rated high. Yeah.
We are higher than Ken Burns.
America loves it more than the American. Yeah.
the American Revolution.
It's the kind of show though you're either going to love or hate it because it's very.
Do you like his stuff?
It's very niche.
Have you?
What else has he done?
He did the Netflix I Think You Should Leave sketch comedy show.
No, I didn't see that.
He did Detroiters.
Detroiters. Have you seen that? And then the movie Friendship.
Anyway, his specific
The movie what?
Friendship.
No.
his specific comedy is very, very specific and weird and niche, and like people either love or hate him. So like,
This, I think you might. I think
I
you
love
might
it.
like the show. At least again,
it's so weird.
I
though.
can be quirky.
It goes off the rails.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets weirder and weirder too as it goes.
But the general premise is this guy.
it's
this chair
crazy.
breaks on him at the office. Kind of creates a embarrassing situation for him.
Okay.
And then he tries to call the company to get like.
I'm already laughing.
Yeah,
So
he tries to call the company to get him to like fix it, or like he's like, I think there's a defect in your chairs, and can't get customer support. Like, and then he goes down this rabbit hole
and becomes
of,
like a conspiracy thriller.
theory. Because then it's like, oh wait, this parent company, and then like he's going to these warehouses.
It's amazing.
all right, man.
But it gets really off the rails even beyond that. But like that's kind of where it starts.
I like it.
So, and what's her name? Plays his wife.
Lake Bell. She's great. And the whole cast is great. And they renewed it, which I was worried about because like it's so weird that I didn't know, but I'm glad HBO renewed it.
And most of it's shot like almost like it's a reality show-ish like shot. Like it's like very.
Well, no, it's like 70s conspiracy thriller sometimes because it does like the long, which I'm like I'm hooked on right now. I'm like those type of movies, but it does like the really long, far away like zooms and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, again, or like someone's just capturing it from afar, like Doc. Yeah. But yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Kind of fits both ways, but
yeah.
All right, what do we got?
All right, A Man on the Inside, season 2.
Oh.
Which is the new season.
Oh, that's the Ted Danson one.
But how does the world feel about it?
One. I mean, I know a lot of people liked the first one.
This is season 1 or season 2?
I heard a lot of people
This is
recommend it.
Okay, this is the new season rating.
I think I know where I'm going to go, but
You gonna watch me?
well, I mean, like,
I'll go against the norm, and I will say waste.
oh,
Okay.
That's where I was going to go.
Okay.
Waste. I was going to go waste.
So we'll be even if we're wrong.
So both waste. Okay. No, it is base, but it is a 66.
Okay.
So
barely.
Yeah.
No points.
Yep. No points. All right.
Nearly as good as the American Revolution.
Yeah. These like audience scores are so weird. Also, they changed so much. So like probably if you checked again, because I did this like the other day, probably is up or down a little bit also. But all right. Last 2 are like the big ones or like new ones that just came out. Well, I guess mainly Inside was just pretty new.
Just came out over Thanksgiving.
This is the newest Netflix show that's new. The Abandons just came out. It's like a Western.
Anything about it? Yeah.
It's a Western. It just came out.
Oh, okay. I can sort of
I think
picture
I saw.
that.
Yeah, I didn't watch
I
it.
haven't watched it, but yeah.
I think I can picture the trailer.
So how many people have actually voted in the
Right.
Right. It's enough to have a rating, but yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if.
Then I'll just go on I'll say based.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go waste.
Okay.
All right. Josh is correct. It is waste. It is a 29.
Ooh.
Wow.
Very, very low.
Okay.
So
No wonder we haven't heard of
He's
it.
getting close.
yeah,
Catch it back up.
maybe don't. Yeah, maybe don't watch it.
We got the last one.
Hey, look, if you interchange the numbers.
6, 7.
All right. Our final one. Also, I don't remember if we rated this already, but this is like the biggest thing right now. Stranger Things season 5.
Oh. I mean, I've seen 2.5 episodes and like it so far.
I watched it all.
I'll say based.
Yeah, it's got to be based.
Yes.
Yeah.
86.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. So, tied.
no.
No. Oh no, you got okay.
Peter got 8. I got 7.
Oh. All right.
Finally beat Josh at something.
First time beating Josh. All right.
By the way, I want to hear more about the Golden Child thing later, but we can talk.
Okay. All right.
And I'll tell you a little story of times that Josh at Youngbar's name comes up in our family conversations.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Remind me. We'll come back to it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you to our players.
That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll be back to films next week. So, that has been Based or Waste. Tune in next week.
All right, so let's get into Pluribus episode 6, HDP. Carol shares a horrific discovery and learns new truths in the process. Mr. Diabate lives life to the fullest in Sin City.
Sure does.
He sure does.
Is it Diabate? Yeah, I was wondering how do you say his name? Diabate?
Diabate? I don't know. Yes, what did you guys think of this episode before we get into specifics?
Well, I want to hear, because he hasn't been on, I want to hear like the whole show so far, what you think of it, and then this episode in particular.
I tend to get excited about things, and sometimes in the middle of Zoom meetings with Josh, with clients, and I think it came up that he said, "Anybody watching Pluribus?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And now you're here.
Yeah, and now I'm here. I mean, it's the first show in a long time where I've actually seen the pilot 5 times, and I'm not that kind of person. Like,
right.
It was part of that was because it's like I watched it, loved it, so then I wanted to show it to my wife, and then my daughter came, wanted to show it to her, and then so I've pretty much watched every episode twice except this one.
Nice.
It's just so refreshing to have a show out there in the ether that you're excited about. And this is when, we can debate all day long about binging shows and dropping them all at once, but this is a show I'm actually glad that you have to wait a week because the anticipation is really fun, and it leaves time for, and as we'll talk about, I know they drop so many hints and they just make it so that you can, lots of people are going to have theories. And so you get all that week also of just being able to scroll on social media and soak it all in.
Yeah. I love these kind of shows that are like that. I was this way, the way you are about this. I was this way with Severance.
Yeah.
Like I want to tell everyone about it and like theory craft and like go all over on YouTube and everywhere on the internet and see what other people, were thinking. I love this show too. I think Severance, I'm still like, that was like, the one I was like the most excited about, but this is like now actually, well, I'll just go ahead and say after this episode is like, because I think this episode is one of my favorites of the season.
Oh yeah, I'm already at give it all the Emmys.
Yeah, this is like what really like catapulted me into like more of like theory, like thinking about theories, and like just because it moved us forward a lot more. Yep. And I was saying last week that I felt like we weren't getting quite as much as I thought we would, like almost halfway through the season. And anyway, I was just really excited about this episode and what all we got revealed in this. So, what about you, Josh?
Yeah, no, I think this was a good episode. I think it was good to bring back some of the other character, and then even having the longer section with the guy in Uruguay.
Yeah, I was glad to be back.
Like kind of like because last week's episode with like none of the others around, and then just like Carol by herself. As much as I like Ray Seahorn as an actress, like it was getting a little old just watching her by herself. And I think we talked about that last week a little bit. Like, okay, and so it was good to kind of bring those other people back in. And
Well, and I think that's where she's at too, mentally.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
true.
she's denying it, but she's craving interaction.
yes,
I mean,
because all humans need other humans, even the more introverted, abrasive personality people like Carol. You still want some people around, not just you just don't want most people around.
Yeah.
And so and then of course it kind of, I think having the others around at least gave her a false sense of like, hey, there's people around. So once they were gone, she really felt lonely.
Why it's brilliant for them to leave, because it's also like tough love from a parent.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
okay, you said you wanted it. We're going to
Yeah.
try that theory. Maybe if we're gone, you'll, you know.
it is really good for the story. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we start off with finally getting the reveal pretty much of what the cliffhanger was.
Were you surprised?
No.
Okay.
Because we theorized, and that's kind of where we landed, is it's like the obvious thing
Yeah.
that it had to be was bodies.
Yeah.
Part of the reason they brought up here, I think we even talked about, like, you know, it's probably the only way they can get nutrition. Like, they got to do something with all these people that died.
Sure.
Right. But
Did you know it would be body parts? Did you theorize
I didn't
that?
think
No,
the
I didn't think
visual of the, like, it's like shrink wrapped head was not
was
like,
not
it's still
crazy.
fun. Like, because it kind of almost looked like, oh, this is how you would package parts of like a cow,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
But
And then it was
It's not a butterball turkey.
Shrink wrap-
John.
Not butterball turkey.
it was perfect for Thanksgiving timing on the.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that too, because I think most people, you said, well, if it was immediately obvious it was a body, she would have reacted quickly. She had that beat and then figures it out. So then you're wondering, I heard a lot of people say maybe it was bodies with the life sucked out of them, so they're like flat or something, and she recognized them. But I thought the way they did it was great. And
Well, I think the important thing, like Jared mentioned, you know, it's the obvious thing. It's like almost the trope, right? But then it's like they kind of move past it by the end of the episode. Like
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, that's
that's another thing I loved is, so my wife is a casual watcher. She's one of those, like, she comes in and then I get annoyed because I'm like, no, you need to make an investment in this.
Yeah. You got to really.
So she came in and she wanted to see what the reveal was. So then she said, "Oh, that reminds me of Cloud Atlas." I guess there's a scene where people are going to a fast food restaurant, and then behind in the kitchen they're really grinding up people.
Oh.
And I said to her at the time, I go, knowing Vince Gilligan and knowing the way the show is going, I don't think it's going to be that easy where it's just like, oh, they're grinding up people and they're really hard.
Yeah.
There's some sinister thing going on. And so I don't want to jump
well,
ahead.
no,
but
I mean, yeah. Well, I was also thinking of like Soylent Green, right?
yeah, yes.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a lot of people bringing that up. Yeah.
But yeah. So we basically get Carol thinks she's figured this amazing thing out that she needs to share with
Gotta
everybody.
share with everybody.
So she packs things up and drives to Vegas because it's
Did you? I mean, I will say I saw a screenshot of the next week, so I knew they were going to end up in Vegas, so it wasn't a big leap to go, oh, she's going to Vegas. But I did like how, again, she doesn't have to say it, because somebody wouldn't sit there in their home by themselves going, Vegas. But
Right.
you knew immediately when she made that decision, and so I said, I was watching with my daughter. I said, she's going to Vegas.
yeah.
The
It's
guy's in
only,
Vegas.
I mean, she's just assuming he's still there.
Yes.
And
I love the fact she doesn't trust, at this point now, she doesn't trust that they're going to
Right.
deliver.
Right, because she was going to ship it, and she's like, "Oh, this is too
No, I need
good.
to drive it there
This is too
myself.
good."
Yeah.
Right. So then, but then we cut to this scene where it's like basically a James Bond casino scene.
Oh, yes.
This is amazing.
I mean, I would be lying if I didn't say I would do the same
Oh,
thing
yeah.
in this position. Like I would, this guy's
You'd have to for a while,
yeah,
right?
you're like, let's recreate this.
Yes.
And you guys play all these roles and
Yeah, he's basically living as James Bond,
Yeah.
and like, why wouldn't you? Yeah.
yeah.
If you could, yeah.
But yeah, this was fun as a opening to like, where has we been with this guy for, like, we haven't seen him for a few days, because really it's been 12 days or something now.
But like in the show though, we haven't seen him since first couple
Well,
episodes.
it's been long. It's been not long enough where the food in the Uruguay guy's refrigerator is completely spoiled.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Because,
Yeah.
again,
I think that was an interesting detail.
Well, we were at 12. The number we get in this episode before it rolls back to his is 12. I think 12 days after post event. So we're not even 2 weeks out from the
Isn't that
event.
wild?
Which is like hard for, because it's been way more, because the episode drops each week. Like it's been a long time for us as we're watching it. But yeah, so this guy's been having fun, whatever. And then, but the best is the scene when they all all the girls leave him in the hot tub, right? And they're like, there's a situation. We need to,
to go.
He's like, what's happening?
Brilliant.
And
as his maid is about to
undress and
it was
get
like in the middle of it. And then
get into the hot tub without her clothes on. The other thing I wondered if you guys debated and I'm sure they debated it in the writer's room, did they need him to say to the gentleman, stay in character? Like, because I would have been okay if he'd stayed in character, because I'm immediately piecing it together. Oh, these guys are obviously others just acting out him. It worked though, but at the same time, I also love that the minute he's out of the room, they switch. Yeah. They're immediately out.
Yeah. I think it was fun as a comedic beat more than anything for me.
I think that, they debated it.
Yeah. Yeah. Does it need it or not? Yeah.
Well, especially with Vince Gilligan and his type of writing and his whole team, which I think we talked about. It's basically the whole same crew, right?
A lot of same people
that
from previous Better Call Saul. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's amazing. So we know he's at the top.
He's like
with the writing.
I imagine for him, it's like Mike. It's almost similar to like people want to work with Mike White, that they just desperately want to get on an episode on White Lotus. Similar for Vince Gilligan, he's coming out with a show. Well, even Helen, the actress that plays Helen, said she was so excited to even read for the part because it was Vince Gilligan.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah. You can't imagine like the opportunities.
Well, and then Apple. Like he's probably one of the only people that can probably just do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And Apple will be like, all right.
saying that might go 6 seasons. I don't know. Whenever I get sick of it,
they'll let him do whatever for as long as he wants. I imagine at this point.
So then Carol shows up and
ready.
But also, I also just from a production standpoint, like I'm like, these shots of like these streets of Vegas empty. I'm like, how do you do that? I mean,
but it's so believable.
Yeah, it just, I mean, I'm sure you clear some of them and then like they take it out and post the other ones. But like, it's like it. Yeah.
Is it actually Vegas though? Like,
I believe
did
it.
they shoot?
I would imagine.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
I've not listened to the official podcast.
I haven't yet either. Yeah, I haven't either. So they might mention, but then so she shows up and she's all ready. You got a TV, and it's like comes out of the wall or whatever.
Of course.
And then she's even like, okay, you got HDMI, which I thought was a funny touch, like to figure out how to hook this thing up.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I already know what you're gonna say.
Oh, you mean because they eat people? Yes, it troubles me.
Yes. And she's like, like, how the heck? And then he plays the John Cena video, which
this is wild.
John Cena was perfect. What a mic drop. Hello, Carol.
Was not expecting that at all.
Not expecting John
but
Cena.
I will say this is a much better cameo than in The Bear.
Agreed.
Yeah. When he was in that.
But is it as good as the cameo for like the video of in Severance with Keanu Reeves?
Oh,
no.
Although you don't see his face, it's just his voice.
You just hear the voice. Yeah. Well, it's similar to like the
Yeah. But it's up there though.
The guy from Better Call Saul being on the
that's right.
The one thing that drives me crazy, I'm like, they will do whatever you ask. Just at some point say, I don't need that long message anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a
yeah, we still get it a few more times in this episode.
Well, and I was having that thought in that moment. I was like, okay, it's okay to cut this. You don't have to play it.
I wanted to, how like sometimes you can hit the pound button on your phone to cut it off. I was like, wanted to be like.
So do people even know what a pound button is?
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to,
like,
I know.
I wanted to mention that.
That's true. Do people know that? You're right.
Probably not. Yeah, not this generation.
The hashtag button.
Yeah.
The hashtag,
right.
exactly.
The hashtag
I like the simplicity of Mr. Diabate. Is that what they? like asking, basically him saying like just asking the hive mind questions, and they just have to answer truthfully. He's like,
Exactly.
oh, I just asked them.
I just asked them, and they tell me.
And it's interesting, like, because she didn't really think of it that
She was
way.
shocked. They told you,
Right? Yeah.
Well, I think she's even shocked that they're asking those questions, because when she met with them all last time, they seemed so like, oh, we're just okay with the way things are. They were and like she was the one that was pushing back.
You know, now they have a relationship with the others. Yeah.
But they're approaching it from like they want to help them because they don't, again. So we get the video, confirms the suspicion, like what she was going to say, but then like they're like, well, this is why we, do this, because we basically can't even hurt a vegetable.
Yes.
So only pick an apple up and eat it if it fell off the tree.
Which,
That's
sounds insane, but I think we all have.
There's people.
We have family members that,
people.
But I've an entire vegetarian wing of my family. I don't know if they quite go to that, but there's part of them that probably feel guilty. So it did make sense to me, though. It was one of those things I hadn't really thought about. I did harken back to when they said we'd prefer to be vegetarians. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. If you're not, where does that stop where you're not harming something?
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that they're even saying, we're not even going to harm a plant.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. And it's human HDP. Yeah, what was it?
Human
something product.
Yeah. What is it?
Because he explains obviously the process of what they're
Or protein. Something protein.
It's something protein. Yeah, protein.
Yeah.
Human. I don't remember now. The D. What's the D stand for?
I don't know.
Answer in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, though, but yeah, like it was interesting him explaining, why they are doing it that way and getting that.
Yeah.
Dying to know. Did you pick up on the clue though?
The clue.
What clue?
Yeah, I guess not.
So when she reads the message on the billboard, when she calls and says, I don't give consent and confirm it.
Yeah.
Did you get the clue? All right, I have a theory.
Okay, well, no, I mean, I have, like, I don't know if it's a clue, but so then she's talking to Mr. whatever.
Diabate.
Yeah. And he's kind of fills her in a little bit of like, well, they're all going to die in 10 years because that's all they have, even using the bodies, I guess. And so they're trying to help. But I love when she finds out that they've been doing a group Zoom call.
Yeah.
And that's like when you find out all your friends have like a group chat and you,
I genuinely had an emotional moment for her. I was like, that's never fun to not
I really
be,
felt bad.
Yeah.
I really felt bad for Carol being left out.
Yeah.
She
even the ones that don't speak English, like, and some of them are insulted that you didn't include them.
Yes.
So what's the theory?
Well, so then we find out, right? He also found out from them that the way to get the last 12 to convert over is they have to take a stem cell, and you take that stem cell and I guess somehow mutate that or you do that with the virus so that then they can create a version that would be, and then we have to agree, or they have to agree to that, and they're not going to do that and harm them that way without agreeing. So, but there's also that comment about the vegetable thing when she asked them about vegetarian.
Yes,
and
they said we'd prefer to be vegetarians.
And you're like, well, technically, this is what they said. And then she's like, oh, of course, all the lawyers still.
That was another line I was thinking of. Well, obviously, all the lawyers survived.
Yeah. So that to me is the clue.
Yes.
Because in that, what they said on that is like they wouldn't
remove it from your body.
Yes. And
gotcha.
I don't know if this is where you're going with it, but she froze her eggs.
Yes. It was amazing. It just hit me instantly. I was like, she says at the bar with Helen, I guess we wasted money freezing our eggs. And I thought you can get stem cells from eggs.
Yep.
So again, no detail is not important.
Oh, for sure.
And but I also, what you brought up there is the other thing that I like is they completely have faith in their audience. They don't treat us as stupid, but at the same time, they also give you the key because they brought up like the whole lawyer thing when she says, obviously that's a clue of like, oh, you have to really listen to what they say. And so immediately when I read that, the from your body stuck out immediately as like, wait a minute, that's an important caveat. And I have a feeling at some point she's going to quickly go, well, she's smart enough to figure that out. But at this point, I thought that was a great little way to move it forward.
And it was interesting to see there was a little bit of relief from her after that, like, because I think this whole time her fear was, I have to figure this out because they're trying to figure it out and I have to beat them to it.
Oh, she's been on edge for so long.
And so there was like a little bit of like, almost like a little bit of and I guess because she ended up falling asleep there, but that was before this, right? And he gives her which also, the little note, him discovering eating the avocado and the egg on the toast, like she did. They didn't say anything, but in my head, I was thinking, because he had this like reaction on his face, it was almost like realizing, oh, we can't learn new things from other people if we're all the same. And that's at least what went through my head in that moment. And it was like almost like he was having that reaction, like, oh, I'm discovering something new, and I haven't done that in a while because everything's coming from what I know.
Right.
And he's lived that life for like about 10 days.
Something new, right?
And it was something new, and they can't bring that to him. So that was a little. He didn't say anything, and then
no, that's a good point. Yeah.
But yeah, and so, but then with her, I feel like she was feeling a little bit of like the stress relief of like, oh, the pressure, like I can not consent to this, and now they can't convert me,
right?
But then, like you said, there's like the loophole.
Yeah, I immediately think of her chaperone saying, well, if somebody's drowning, we're going to save them. So I love that it's still building that tension where you think you can completely trust them, but at the same time, they've dropped hints that they'll convert her. Like, they'll, and even though she said she doesn't want it, they still think they're saving her in the same way that she's trying to save humanity. So I love that tension.
Yeah.
And there's like this tension we've talked about before too, the tension of like, almost like who you feel bad for.
Yeah.
And like, because I feel like the episode where she made them all leave.
Yes.
Like you almost like feel bad for the others. And yet this episode, you definitely feel for Carol.
Yes.
But yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, the loophole thing for now. But I guess what we kind of alluded to earlier, the same thing with the food being the humans. It's like this cliffhanger from last week reveal, but then it's like immediately middle of the episode, it's like, oh, we already knew you knew this, and we're actually going to tell you,
right?
So like
that's what I'm thinking.
Like,
I have a feeling that she'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then I think,
but it gave something again where you get that week of it's going to be the conversation on the internet. Everybody's going to have theories.
But like I feel like by next week it might just be like she figures it out and
calls up and says, by the way, you can't do that either.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you touch my eggs.
Yep, exactly. So, that's...
Well, when she's leaving, I love the 7 Lamborghinis, each one with a different day of the week. Amazing.
Yeah, and like, I love her reaction too of when she's like, eat an effing apple.
Yes.
And then she pauses and she's like, well, I didn't mean it. She's like, well, I meant what I said,
right,
but not the way it came across,
right.
And then
she's rethinking how
she's like, hey, I need to be a nicer person, maybe.
Yep.
But then she still said F them, like when she was driving away in the cop car. And then we get our guy in Uruguay, right?
Oh, and I was like you. I've been waiting to learn more about him.
So the time went back. So now we're only 9 days from.
It did.
Yeah.
Or 8 days, 9 days.
Yeah, that makes sense because it was the first video that she did.
Yeah, and he gets the first video from her and watches
Yeah,
them.
but the frequencies.
But then he also found that
I'm
frequency.
dying to know your theories. I don't have any theory.
That's very interesting.
Okay.
Well, my first thought was, and maybe I don't know what is that's the frequency they communicate at, because somehow they got to communicate.
Yeah, I figured, and it was musical. Sure. Like you're a music guy, like that was it. But
it was subtle though. Like I
was like, I wonder if people are going to read
much
into the notes or the rhythm or anything. So.
Oh, that'll for sure happen. I have to go back and like listen with the headphones because I was just listening like just normally, through a soundbar. But yeah, I was curious that particular frequency. What was the number? I feel like the number has to like mean.
Very lost, right?
I didn't write. I did. Yeah.
Well, and it was
is very
interesting to
lost.
me that he makes it all the way through the frequencies. I had assumed he'd crossed them all out. So it was another little
he goes
fun
back to
Easter
one.
egg, or
Yeah.
not Easter egg, but a little gold nugget. Is like, oh no, there was one that he got some noise
question.
on, but he was going to be thorough.
And
Yeah.
he went back to it and then added another question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, he gets the video, and of course he's he's pretty much the only person that's the same page as Carol, where he's like, I don't trust these people, right? And so he decides he's gonna, I guess, go find Carol. Like he grabs the address, takes his notebook, some supplies. I mean, we see him go back to his apartment, what we assume is his apartment,
Yep.
and get some stuff. He gets cash, which is like so funny. I'm like, what are you gonna use the money for? Right?
Yeah.
I think he still thinks there's got to. That was another thing I think they sort of revealed is he didn't realize
there was other. Like,
yeah, there
he
was
like
others,
12?
and only yeah. And so I think he just must assume maybe there's more out there.
Yeah.
You know, I like also that most of the season now, I don't know if it'll continue, but like we're getting kind of like a daily Carol vlog. You know, like she keeps doing like it's great. It's like at least one every episode.
Cam,
Yeah, right. Well, that was one thing. Just to jump back, is when they do the reveal, having it be like found footage. I thought that was a nice touch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good way to see it. Yeah, and then the other thought I had about the frequency was, what if it's a different signal with the antidote?
Ooh.
Because that's how they got the original
Right.
like thing in the beginning, was like just a thing from space.
And somebody else is saying, it's good thing. Like how you're thinking, Josh.
It's good.
Like how you're thinking.
So this guy, I forget his name because you don't really because he hasn't really talked to somebody, but he gets this old vintage nice car,
Yeah, it's awesome.
that was a fun scene to watch him get that out, and then as he's pushing it out, and his mom talks to him, and I love that he was like,
is it the same woman that was dropping off food every day?
Oh, I don't know.
I think so. I don't know.
I wanted to go back and check. I feel like it was, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because
well, anyway,
they both have mommy issues.
Yeah, she's like, hey, your mother, and he's like, you're not my mom. My mom was like a whatever bitch or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves.
He's like, there's no way you're my mom. And Carol's the same way with, she's still mad at her parents because of sending her to conversion camp.
Yep.
So I thought that was interesting.
I was even, because I know like Vince Gilligan, I mean, everything, like there's no accidents, like everything's intentional. Like even when he's going into the house, like I'm looking at, because they even show like the picture on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I'm like trying to like everything.
You're
I'm like,
you're looking for
what
the
does this
clues.
mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it him with his kid? And I was like, no,
I thought that too
So
at
it
first.
must be his dad when he was a kid.
Yeah,
and like
I think so.
He's the kid in the photo.
Yep.
Maybe my guess.
And then obviously I think then the answer is when he gets in the fridge, so he knows to go in the fridge and he's so glad to eat food.
Yeah.
But I think he's also just glad to eat food that he knows, homegrown food.
Yeah, he was doing what,
safe.
sugar packets?
Yes.
And like, what else was
Eating
it?
dog food.
Dog food.
Licking
Yeah.
the lids. Oof.
Yeah.
Takes commitment.
So I guess he's gonna. I mean, that's a long trip, but then.
He grabbed all the maps too, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
then the important thing I think was to note was the jump in time, which means next episode he could be showing up.
Yeah.
Because if you jump back 4 days or whatever, then next episode, if we're back to like present time with Carol, he could be showing up next episode.
Yep.
So I think it's kind of interesting because of the time jump back sets that up. So
Yeah.
Is that the final shot? It ends on him. Was there anything else? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he's driving off.
just driving off.
Just driving off, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after he says, "No, you're not my mom."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, one of the other. I'm just like some of the things notes at the end. Carol's eggs
Okay.
talked about.
Yeah.
So you didn't know, like that's news to you, the
What?
the body clue.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't really
That's
think of
cool.
it that way. Yeah,
That's
that's
fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I purposely not. I didn't want to like go on the internet and do a deep dive until after this, just because I'm sure you're going to go on there and everybody's going to, there's going to be a million. Oh, I know what the secret of severance is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You do that.
Only other note, what do you guys think? You think one of the 12 is going to give consent?
Well, the young woman, I would be curious if that number 12 becomes 11 and then they don't say it, but the one woman said she wanted to join. Do you remember
the one that has the kid and the family?
No, it was the daughter or the niece, and she had her family, and she said, "I want to join."
Oh, right, that's right. There's also the kid that like she's the one that's not. And
I believe she was also from South America. I forget what country, but
I forgot about it. I was thinking of the mom that's the mom that like called her.
Yeah.
At the other, I was like, well, like rest of her family, including her kid, is joined.
Everybody else is, yeah.
So it was like I could see her wanting to do it so she could be with her family.
Right. So maybe that's another way they'll build tension is every week that 12 goes down because people are getting turned.
Or at least one, like even just one. That'll be
enough. There's only 11 of us now, Carol.
I wanted to ask about the one thing though, because like that still is so significant. Like, so is there something still about Carol that's different than even these 12, right? Is it 12 altogether?
There's 12.
Because, I mean, it has to have some kind of significance. I mean, it's literally in the title. So, like, one in general has to have some bigger significance, at least in my head. Like,
will she end up being the last
one?
Sure, yeah, that's right.
Or is it just implying they all think is one?
Yeah, that's true. That's
because the word pluribus is like, right, like many or something in Latin.
But
it's something like that.
You're right. It could just be a reference to the hive mind, like them all being one. Yeah.
But I don't know, because I don't think they're going to get it down to just one of them. But I could see like using that, at least one of them converting by choice to like create like the fear back in Carol. Like if she's like, oh, we're safe for at least for a little bit, and then but they're not thinking any of them are going to choose that, and then one of them chooses that, then she's going to freak out again.
And I also wonder now that she knows they're meeting, if she'll start to try to reach out to some of the others too, but who knows?
Yeah, she's going to have to be more involved with these other people, more so than she has been. Or like actually physically, not just like the videos, but...
Well, it's also the Mr. Diabate or whatever, he made a comment about like, well, some point you guys got to start talking to her again or something.
Yeah.
So like he's even like...
And it was unanimous. It wasn't unanimous.
Well, not to them, but I'm talking about like the others. Like he makes a comment about that. Like,
well, and they said we'll be back.
You just need space.
Give you some space, Carol.
Space, yeah.
Okay. I still think it's tough love, but... It's like what parents do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, any other last thoughts?
Well, I was just going to say a couple things that were just hit me. You were talking about why I love the show. Is it's such perfect timing for this kind of a show, and I don't know if they intended this or not, but to me, I immediately saw correlations with AI. So the big debate is we're striving. I mean, it's the biggest driving of the world economy right now is AI. So what are we striving for? Is, to have all the information available to all. And is that necessarily the ideal situation? But the other thing that I love about it is the other thing we're grappling with as a society is polarization. And right now people said that's the thing it's driving them craziest about society. So I love the fact that they've come up with this way of exploring. Science fiction does this so well. Of, okay, well, let's take it the other way. Let's say everybody's on the same page. What are the weaknesses there? So in the end, I love the fact that it's asking the question of still, what does it mean to be human?
It's so funny. Because, so that moment with him with the sandwich is a perfect example. Like if ever, like AI, like thinking like, okay, the ultimate where AI could end up, and it's like
I loved your take on that.
That same everyone is this result from AI is going to be the same thing no matter like what's the best way to eat eggs and toast, and then it's going to be like here it is, and unless someone and it has to take a human, not AI, to have like this other angle.
It does taste better,
good, and but also when you're talking about because I love that in here where it's like because as this is if you ask somebody you want world peace, but like to really reach world peace, is basically what the show is happening is what's happening. Because if everyone has their own independency, there's always going to be differences.
Yes.
There's always going to be conflict of some level. Now, maybe not mass war, but like, there's always be some kind of conflict, argument about something, because we're going to disagree.
And if everything is good, like last week when, we loved your books. Oh, we loved your books as much as William Shakespeare. And she's like, give me a break.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Right.
Discernment is important,
yes.
right?
And so, and one and the same. Yeah. Like, if everyone gets a trophy, then like, who cares?
Yep.
Right. It's like, and so all those layers of things that are in this show is so great because it's like really revealing, like, sometimes pain is good.
Yes.
Conflict is good. Sometimes difficulty is good.
It's, we what it's like when we're having creative meetings, and it's like sometimes the best ideas come from people pushing back against each other, or just throwing the weirdest stuff out there and seeing what sticks.
For sure.
Well, also, if it's just like, if you just have everything all the time or everything all the same, there is no value anymore to anything. So like they're definitely playing with that too.
Favorite line from The Incredibles, right? When everyone's super, then no one is super.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, so I really like that you called out the whole idea of the eye patch and him saying, no, stay in character. Because now the more I think about it, I think that was also letting us know that he's very aware that they're all pretending. And at some point that has to get old. Like you're doing all the fun stuff.
Right.
I think of this great moment with
sorry to cut you off. It just made me think like it's the same thing like it's like, well, if you eat enough lobster or you eat enough steak, it all starts tasting the same. And it's like it doesn't matter what it is. That you need that variety in life to add any
variety
spice.
is the spice of life.
Yeah. I thought back to an interview that I heard with Tom Clancy where somebody called in and said, you were a normal guy like everybody else. He was a middle-class insurance salesman, right? And then he hits it big with Hunt for Red October. And they said, what was that like when you went from like having the struggles we all have? And he said, oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. You buy the car you want. You buy the houses you want. You buy the houses for your family, all that stuff. And he said, but honestly, it took about 6 months before I realized it just became a number. So all of a sudden he's now rich and it's just what he is. So
Yep. No, it's just most of us, it happens gradually. I mean, because it's even that, the reality of like, where you are in your mid life versus where you are when you start life in your 20s, like, financially, you'd be like, if you could jump that, you would be, as a 20-year-old, you'd be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But like,
but aren't you glad you had it?
When you gradually do it, then it's not that it's bad, but it's like, it's over time and you just kind of, it's the norm and the norm and the norm, right?
Yes.
You
can appreciate it more then too.
Yeah. Like if you've worked for it, that's the thing. You work for things, you appreciate them. It's the thing when you're doing it as a parent, right? Like you don't want to just hand everything to them because then you end up with a spoiled brat.
What are you saying?
I'm saying
golden child.
Yeah.
Golden child. Huh, Jared? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to poke the bear here.
No. Cool. Well,
can I tell you the two things of when Josh comes up in conversation? Jared, all right. So the two times Josh comes up with conversations is I have AirTags, and Josh, if you don't know, he buys everything Apple the minute it comes out.
Not true.
It is an Apple product. He has ordered it. And
Not
so
true.
I said, you have AirTags, right? And he said, no, I don't have AirTags. I said, you don't have AirTags? They're indispensable. He says, oh, no, I don't need them. I said, no, but I have them on my keys. So then every day I lose my keys and I got to find them in my wallet and I can find them. I said, I never lose my keys. So whenever my wife and I are frantically looking around our house and trying to find our wallet and our keys, I always say, do you know who this never happens to? Josh Youngbar.
That's great.
That's true. But just for correction, yes, I don't have the AirTag. I didn't buy the AirTags until I did finally buy them when I had to start traveling with gear, and I put it in my case with gear.
Oh, and that's invaluable. Yeah.
And then the same with the Apple Watch. I did not get an Apple Watch till Series 3.
Okay.
So,
all right. Okay.
All right. But
I
most
take it back. He buys 8 out of 10 of the product.
Yes. Otherwise.
And then the only other time we say your name is when we're watching TV and a commercial comes on.
Yeah.
And it used to be we'd say a really good commercial. We'd say Don Draper.
Yeah.
Now we say Josh Youngbar.
Well, I appreciate that.
It's nice to be compared to Don Draper.
I'm not quite the level of Don Draper, but Working towards it.
Yep.
Those Hobby Lobby commercials, man.
I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah, after seeing the latest one, I was like, oh, Josh will love this one. Hobby Lobby.
I know I
make
sent
a
you
good
that
commercial.
I know I sent you that PSA. That was
Yeah,
that was
brilliant.
good.
I thought of you too. When
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well,
That was great. That was fun.
Thanks for being
I
on.
got all my
Yeah.
thoughts out.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely have to have you come back at least at the end, maybe.
Yeah,
for sure.
Episode
I'd be
10.
happy to. What, did I hear we get 8 episodes only?
No, it's
I think
more
it's
than 8.
Oh, thank God.
9.
It's more than I think
It's
it's
not
not.
a ton, but yeah.
It's I think it's 9 for
We
the season.
definitely get a season 2,
Yeah.
and he said he
mean,
has a way
this-
to wrap it up in season 3, but he's also saying 6.
Yeah,
So.
I have a feeling it'll be more than 2 because
Yeah.
I mean
Oh,
it's already like it definitely had a record. The premiere had a record for Apple.
And
on-
I
on
noticed
first show.
it's continuously now it's number 1 when it
Yeah,
pops up.
Yep. And so I think it's already up there in a hit with like Severance and Ted Lasso. So
Yep.
I'm sure there's going to be like, what do you need?
Yeah.
What do you want? Which also is cool in the grand scheme of things. As long as it's a good experience both ways, like even if he finishes this, whatever he wants to do next, he'll probably stick with them.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
so that good.
I don't know. There's that Netflix HBO Max money.
Ooh. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that
He
scares
doesn't need it.
me even more.
I know.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, send us your thoughts about this episode or the show or anything else. You can do that by emailing us at feedback@screentimepod.com or leave a comment or DM. And, we appreciate all you like and subscribe. And if you haven't, please do so.
Yeah, Chandra Metz. Let's leave that in just to see if she says, "Hey,
Yeah,
I saw at the very end." Then we'll know she watched
There
the
you go.
whole
Yep.
thing.
Right.
That's
We'll
good.
start doing little Easter eggs at the end.
Yeah.
And call people out.
Yep.
But yeah, you can like and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you'd like, you can follow each of us individually. I'm at jyoungbar on Instagram. Do you know yours? Are you on Instagram? You're on Instagram. Yeah.
Yep. It's Pieter Bickford, but it's Peter with an I. Pieter Bickford.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
All right. Well, till next time, we'll move heaven and earth to make you happy.